What is going on, my friends, and thank you for clicking on this video. Now, today's video, what I'm going to do is share with you my meal prep and also my best tips so you too can have a successful meal prep and have meals that you can enjoy throughout the week. Alright guys, so the first tip that I have for you guys is to just choose foods that you enjoy. Don't choose foods that I enjoy or foods that other people enjoy. You must enjoy it or else you're not going to eat it throughout the week. So for me, I choose foods like lentils, brown rice, quinoa, lentil pasta, and then a bunch of roasted vegetables. That's what I like to eat, but you may like to eat things differently. So for example, if you're not vegan, you might like to eat chicken. Go ahead and make chicken, make pasta, whatever foods you like, make that a priority. So my second tip for you guys is to just keep it simple. You don't need to make all these elaborate meals for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner because who does that anyways? All you need to do is to make the basics. So that's why I personally cook my grains and my proteins and my vegetables, but then I'll spice it up later down the road, which is actually another tip that I'll get to later in this video. So the third tip that I have for you guys is to strategize what foods take the longest and start with that first. However, if those foods take a long time to prep, then start with foods that are easier to prep that you can get out of the way. So while that food's in the oven, you can be prepping the food that takes the longest. So for example, we're gonna have potatoes as well as carrots. These are gonna take a lot longer than some of our other foods to roast. So for right now, what we're doing is we're actually roasting the green beans. So that way that by the time we are done prepping those vegetables that take longer, the green beans are gonna be done. We can switch it around and that will be done. Now the next tip that I have for you guys is when you're roasting your vegetables, don't just use a bottle and dump it like that, because you're going to get way too many calories from the oil. Unless you're bulking, of course, go ahead and do what you want. But if you're trying to cut, if you're trying to lose some weight, use something like this. This is called a misto, and what it does is it's basically a cooking spray. So instead of having the ones with the chemicals, you use your muscles like this, and then you spray it. So that way you get to roast your vegetables with the oil, get the healthy fats, but not get all the calories from the fat compared to dumping it. My next tip for you guys is about how you store your food after you've cooked all of it. So instead of making these meals that are predetermined, what I like to do is store them in individual containers. So what that means is that for every serving of rice, it gets its own container. So that way I could change it up however I want throughout the week, going based off of how I am feeling of what I want. Do I want Mexican? Do I want Asian? I can change it up when it's like this. Next tip is the most important tip in my opinion. Like I said, I don't create these full-blown meals. Instead, I create the components that I need for these meals. So what I do is I change up the sauces. So by changing up the sauces, I can have whatever flavor of food that I want. So if I'm feeling Italian, I can throw some pasta sauce on it or some Alfredo sauce on there. If I'm feeling a little spicy, I can throw that buffalo sauce on there. And if I'm feeling a little Asian, throw some peanut sauce on there, throw some sweet and sour sauce on there, whatever it is. I can make it by just using those small components that I meal prepped. So those are all the tips that I have for you. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section down below if you too have your own meal prep tips. And if you're not already subscribed, be sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.